Hello everyone, welcome back to November Echo Wargaming. I am Ed, and today I am joined by...
Tony.
Hello Tony, thank you very much for coming down.
No worries mate, thanks for inviting us.
No, not a problem, not a problem. Tony plays at our local club as well. You have a recent initiative to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you,
I've been playing for a long time, like, but...
as in Heresy?
Yeah.
No. Where did you play before?
First time I was playing was at the club, but I've been playing at the club for a long time now.
Yeah, alright, okay.
Oh yeah, now I think of it.
A year? It's not long enough compared to us, is it? Yeah, nice one. Today I am playing my mongrel army of my Night Lords and the Word Bearers with a bit of demon summoning, which if you watch my event review you will see. I took out 5 Galvor back to bring it down to the 3k that we agreed on and to sort of soften it a bit. And you today are bringing...
White Scars.
So I'm a bit duality. I'm kind of having to fight my own legion in the White Scars, but I'm going to enjoy kicking their teeth in.
I hope so.
I'm going to summon demons. We're also playing one of the attrition event games that I played down there. Basically, there is a centre objective, and there are 2 objectives in your table quarter. To score the objectives in your table quarter, you have to be holding the centre of objective. So it means you're sort of stretched and fighting over the centre points. Really kick-ass. And it's Dawn of War. I'm really looking forward to it.
So am I.
Let's get some armies done. Thank you again for coming down. Yeah, no, we'll be grand.
Here's my 3,000 points of White Scars using the Dragorian Brotherhood Rite of War. Starting off with my HQ, I have a Praetor with a Thunder Hammer and a Cyberhawk on a Scimitar jet bike. His retinue is a 6-man command squad. Got 3 power lances, 2 power fists and a power axe. Onto my elites, I've got a 5-man squad of Evan Keshig mounted in a Castius assault ram. I have 2 Contemptor dreadnoughts, one with a Gravis Melter cannon and other with a las cannon. They are 2 separate units. Moving on to the troops, I have 1 squad of Sky Hunters with multi-melters, and I have another squad of 6 Sky Hunters with Volkite Cauldrons. My other troop choices are 3 separate units of Outriders consisting of 3 men each, 1 unit with a power sword, and the other 2 units have a power fist in each. And the last Marine troop choice is a 10-man tactical squad inside of a Rhino. And my only fast attack choice is a 3-man unit of Kazagan assault speeders.
£3,000 points of Night Lords with a Word Bearers allied detachment. The Night Lords are using a Terror Assault Rite of War, and the Word Bearers are using the Dark Brethren Rite of War. My Warlord today is the Grand Aztoth Nile, who is a Praetor in Tartarus armour. He has a Thunder Hammer and a Combi Disintegrator. He also has the Warmonger Warlord trait. He is accompanied by a Chaplain, who also has a Combi Disintegrator and Thunder Hammer, in Tartarus armour as well, and a 5-man Tartarus command squad, 2 of which have dual lightning claws, and 3 of which have Thunder Hammers and Combi Melter Guns. They will be riding today in my 1 heavy support choice for the Night Lords, which is a Spartan with Flare Shield and Prey Sight, and obviously all the las cannons, as you can see. Into elites, I have my Contemptor Dreadnought, Clarada Nick 2, his running Prey Sight and dual conversion beamer. Then as troops, I have 2 identical tack squads who have a Vexilla and Artificer armour on the Sergeant. No Prey Sight for these young gentlemen because I don't envision them shooting very much. Fast attack is a very full slot for me. I have 2 units of 2 Javelins, which have multi-melter and las cannons. And they also have Prey Sight. Forgive the black fleshy bits on the models. I intend to take these to Warhammer World, which will have happened before this video is released, but after we're filming it. And they had illegal parts according to Games Workshop, so I've had to put those on. I haven't finished painting them, my apologies. And finally, dual Volkite Sabres, hoping to fire many, many shots. For the Word Bearers, the detachment is led by the Grand Erebus, who is... will be walking around with a corrupted tactical squad, again with a Vexilla and an Artificer Sergeant. A 2nd tactical squad, just to fill out the points. 5-man Galvorback one of which has a power fist, represented here by the Blade Slave model, just because he's got a sword, it's easier to find. And Erebus himself will be summoning 6 demon brutes, which have the Encroaching Ruin ephemera, meaning that they have move through cover, and anytime they take the perils, they only take a maximum of 1. If you saw my event review, this is a very similar list minus a couple of Gal Vorbak, and I said I'd get it running, and I will. The only thing to note that is different, because despite me bragging I knew my rules, post I have discovered that according to the Allied Matrix, the Word Bearers are not friends of the Night Lords, and therefore they cannot score. So these tactical squads don't do any scoring. Oh dear.
I have 2 units of multi-metal Outriders, which align to wrap around this side to try and take this objective in Ed's side. Also got a unit of Scimitar bikes with multi-melters, also follow around, try and take out some of these units and score that objective. Followed by another unit of Outriders with multi-melters, which is going to hold back and keep this unit. Followed by another unit of Sky Hunters with Volkite Culverins, just to support them. Got a command squad in the middle, just to send forward. Suicide squad, followed by 2 dreadnoughts to back them up. And then finally, I have a Rhino with a 10-man tactical squad to drive onto the middle objective and try and hold that objective as long as I can. Also in reserve, I have an assault ram with 5 Ebon Keshig, hopefully coming in on second turn.
Night Lord's deployment, and obviously we saw the white scores got their first turn. Currently, unless I seize, fingers crossed. So my counter deployment, I have put my Spartan onto what is my right flank, and that means it is far enough away from the melter bikes and far enough away from the melter jet bikes that it should survive. I am enforcing night fight with my Rite of War, and he has not got many searchlights, so I should be okay at least turn 1, fingers crossed. My javelins, although they cannot gain cover, I'm relying on a bit of line of sight just to protect me for some of the shooting phase. And again, that night fighting will come in nice and handy. My conversion beam dreadnought, he has got a nice long line of sight all the way to the objective on the White Scar's left flank, meaning he will keep that covered the entire game as long as he doesn't die. Hiding behind the Spartan is one of my tac squads that does score because they're the Night Lord's boys. They'll just be able to bomb straight onto that objective. The sacrificial line of zealots is my word bearers. So the 2 tactical squads right up front and centre, one supported by Erebus, and that is because, as we now know, why word bearers do not score within this detachment, because we're not friends. Oh, boo, no shaking hands. The Gal Vorbak just slightly off to the side, again, just to prevent some firepower coming in. They're getting line of sight blocked. I imagine they're going to be a bit of a priority target for the White Scars. So I'm trying to protect them so that I can countercharge onto the objective and hold that. Javelins, again, hidden in the middle. And then on my other flank, pretty much similar. 1 tactical squad that does score, sat on the objective ready, and the sabres ready to bomb burst out from this bit of cover and start attacking the White Scars. But I'm facing down a lot of very fast moving White Scars. Fingers crossed I can seize. I'm going to go and try and steal initiative, but before we do that, I have to give an absolutely humongous thank you to Tony, who has very kindly and very graciously got us this dice tray made up. So absolutely thank you very much, Tony. You absolute gentleman. And of course that means I have to lose this game. So feel free to stop watching now because we all know the results. But I am going to take the virginity of this dice tray by rolling a 6 and seizing. No, I'm not. So it'll be White Scar's turn 1. Good luck, sir. Part of my Right of War for the Word Bearers is getting to pick a dark sacrifice. I am going to use this token just to represent which unit I'm picking, and just so everyone is aware, I am choosing this unit of Outriders.
Before the first turn movement, I like to scout all 3 of my Outrider squads. Just moving forward 12 inches, getting range of the melter guns. Turn 1 movement phase with White Scars. Just basically move everyone forward. So starting off with a Kazagan, just move them forward so I can see if I can get a few pot shots at these at the back here. I've moved the Outriders forward, try and get some multi-melter shots into the tactical squad on the objective. I have another unit of Outrider squad bikes here, holding my objective in my quarter. Both dreadnoughts just move the 9 inches forward, try and get some shots off into the tactical squads at the back there. Same with these Sky Hunters, move them forward, get some multi-melter shots into the tactical squads at the back. Or the Galvo bag, because they've reacted, they've come forward, so they're looking a bit more juicy to shoot at. My second squad of Sky Hunters with the Volkite are going to shoot at the net of a tactical squad, try and thin them down. I've just hidden me Rhino for the time being, because the tactical squad have line a unit in, just in case I need to hold an objective if one of my units get wiped off one of the objectives. The command squad, since it's got the banners, is holding this objective, ready to counter charge Ed's command squad in the Spartan, hopefully. And finally, our last Outrider squad just went forward, hopefully try and get some wounds off these speeders with the horrible las cannons. Starting off White Scars shooting turn 1. I want to start off with the Kazagan. I want to start off with this one first, as you can only see one of the vehicles, as this one can see both. I will fire the assault cannons first, hitting on 3s. Oh god, 1 hit.
You're hitting on 4s because it's fighting.
Sorry, yeah, 4s. Strength 6.
Armour 12.
6s. Ooh, in the tree. Nope, nothing.
I should say I am returning fire as well.
No worries. The Reaper water cannons, hitting on 4s, twin linked. 1 hit. That's 3 altogether. I need 5s. The glance, isn't it? Yes. Ooh.
That's 1 pen, 1 glance.
I
get a 6 up cover save against these. Against the pen, I take fine. Against the glance, I'm fine. Oh. Yes, I like this new tray. Thank you, Tony.
The second Kazagan is going to fire these assault cannons first. 4s to hit, 2 hits. 6s to glance, 0. And then assault water cannons next. 4s to hit, twin linked. That's 3 hits altogether. 5s and 6s, nothing.
Lovely. I'll get my dice to return. My return fire now from the sabres onto the Kazagans. Obviously I have prey sight, and I'm in range with both guns, which mean they have 11 shots each, so 22 in total. Hitting on 3s, and then they are strength 6 against the toughness 7 Kazagans, so I will need 5s to wound. It's a healthy spread of hits, but then I'm looking for those 5s. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, please, Tony.
4 saves, a 3+. Ooh, 2 wounds.
And then D-flag goes off on 5s for nothing, but 2 wounds caused.
My next unit shooting is the Outriders with 3 melter guns into the tactical squad. It'll be 4s to hit. Yes, nice. 4 hits. 2s, 4 wounds.
I have a 6 up cover for being hidden behind barrels. No, 3 dead.
Contender number 1, las cannons, is going to fire into Galbo Bag's unit. Hitting on 3s. Both hits, 2's the wound, 2 wounds.
Straight through my armour, but I do have feel no pain on 5 ups. I take both.
Moving on to Plasma Blast Gun in his fist. 3's the hit. 1 missed, 1 hit. 2's the wound, 1 wound.
But no breaching, so I get full armor, which I fail, then feel no pain in the tray to count. I take another wound that kills that Galvorback.
I'll take my Get Hot roll at 2+ armor. Passed, fine. Next shot's in the Galvorbag with the other Contemptor. 2 shots was Copper Smelter Gun. Twin linked, luckily. 1 hit. 2's the wound. 1 wound.
Feel no pain. Failed. Takes a wound.
And then onto the Plasma Blast Gun in his fist. 3's a hit. Miss, 1 hit. 2's the wound. 1 wound.
That's a breach, so I get feel no pain, which he fails, so I take 2 wounds on him.
Continuing shooting in the Galvorbag, I'm going to fire the 6 Melter Guns from the Sky Hunters. 4's the hit, twin linked. It's 3 miss, 3 hit, twin linked though.
Nice.
5 hits. 2's the wound. 5 wounds.
5 wounds, of which I only get my feel no pain of 5 up. I ignore 3, take 2 wounds, that's enough to kill the guy on 1 wound, and put another guy down to 2 remaining.
Volkite Culverin Sky Hunters are going to fire into this tackle squad at the back here. 30 shots, hitting on 4s. That was terrible. 10 hits, but I'm still wounding on 2s. All but 1. So that's 9 wounds there, Ed.
Lovely, and I'm going to do what everyone on the internet loves, which is tanking on the Sergeant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, don't you just hate it? The end of the White Scars shooting phase, I've got a couple of morale checks to make. The Vorback with their corrupted rule, down to leadership 8, because they're not immune to scary night fight. They pass, so nothing bad happens to them. And the tactical squad that took the hits from the Outriders, they are not affected by night. Oh no, sorry, I don't have praise sight on them, so they are affected on night. So they're down to leadership 7. They fail, and we are going to break 1d6 for the Vexilla. We fall back an inch.
We want the assault phase. This outer squad is going to attempt to assault this tactical squad that's running away. They're 10 inches away, so I need a 7 on 2 days.
We do make it in, but I need to pass a leadership check to actually hold my ground, which I passed just, so I will turn around and fight you. You will now need a difficult terrain for every man going through.
See 3 difficult terrain tests. I will do the sergeant separately as he has a power fist. He is fine, and the 2 other guys, both fine. My second and final charge of the turn, I want to charge this outer squad into his land speeders, but he's elected to
Overwatch. So 2 multi-melters, these do have prey sight, so hitting on 3s, twin linked, that's 2 hits, and then the 4 las cannons, of which 2 hit as well, so 4, and on 2s I just kill the Outriders. That is all the Outriders dead. Also scores me Dark Sacrifice, meaning I am going to buff the Galvorback with +1 strength, +1 movement, and +1 weapon skill.
Combat between the Outriders and the tactical squads. Starting off with 3 hammers are off, initiative 10. 1 wound.
1 wound, 3 up armor save. He's fine.
Moving on to 2 Outriders with chainswords. 4's the hit. That's 4 hits. 4's the wounds with shred. That's 4 wounds.
Lovely. 3 up armor saves. I lose 1 of my brave men, but all of them will get to swing back. 8 attacks back from my tactical squad. No challenges were issued in this, just if anyone's wondering. 4's to hit in the tray to count. And that is 1, 2, 3 hits. And then I wound on 3s, because despite him being bikes, I technically outnumber him, because he's cavalry. So that is 2 wounds.
2 saves, 3+. Fine.
Fine.
Finally, moving on to Sergeant, Power Fist. 4's the hit. Oh,
Whee! Results of the combat were I lost a man, however I have a Vexilla which cancels that out, so we actually tie up. Would you like to hit and run off me, or are you going to stay where you are?
I will stay where I am.
There you go.
End of White Scar's first turn. Haven't done as good as I thought I was going to do. I'm slowly chipping away to Galvorbag, which is always a good sign. This combat didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. I was going to hopefully try and make them flee, but overall, it's not too bad.
Beginning of the Traitor Alliance turn 1, and I get to pick a new Dark Sacrifice because of killing my original target. And this time I will place it on this cheeky little Volkite Sky Hunter squad. End of my movement phase, and it's been fairly cagey. So over on my right with my sabres, they have moved up. I am ignoring the very dangerous Kirzigans because they do not score, and one of my sabres is able to target this Outrider squad. He can only hit one of them, but again, it's a scoring unit, and if I can start pulling them off, the only way to score in this game is Warlord kills and these objectives, so I'm going to try and stop that. Tactical squads, obviously locked up, thank God for the Vexilla, you saw that. Over here, my currently buffed Stage 1 buffage Galvorbak have moved right up in front of the Multi-Melter Sky Hunters, and that is my plan going forward. Back here, this tactical squad stayed still. They are within rapid-fire range of this same Multi-Melter Scimitar, so I'm hoping for some juicy furying. Over here, dead centre, my tac squad, commanded by Erebus, the one and only, has moved there 7 inches forward. The Sky Hunters with the Volkite did reverse, but only using the normal reaction rather than the White Scars. So there's a bit of distance, but they didn't pop the big uber movement. Javelins popped out from behind where they were. Spartan did move up. I considered sending out the Terminators, but I think it's a bit early. I don't want to commit too soon. And over on my right flank, my other Javelins moved up, got some line of sight onto the the Volkite Sky Hunters or the command squad. Anti-grav stuff can't gain cover, so I'm not too worried about the vehicle park. My Contemptor with the C-beams shuffled around a little bit so that he can get a lovely long shot into this clump of White Scars, and it is over 45 inches, which means I get all the happy goodness. And finally, this tactical squad walked onto the objective, but it means nothing if I don't take the centre. Starting my shooting phase, the lone sabre that can actually see the Outrider squad on this objective is going to start the party. I can only see one of them, but I'm hoping with a nice bit of D-flag I can at least kill 2. 3s to hit, because I do have prey sight. Excellent. And then 2s to wound. That is a very healthy 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. But you only need to... you can only kill one guy. So.
Reaper saves.
He does die. D-flag goes off once, because again, I can only kill one of them. It doesn't wound, but it's enough to kill that one guy I could see. Next up, my Spartan is going to take the reins and fire into the Sky Hunters with the Volkite. I have prey sight, so Tony can't evade, and obviously your Volkite is useless against my grand traitorous flare shield. 3s, twin linked, but all hit. This is 5 las cannons if I didn't mention, and 2s to kill. Please remove 4 jet bikes, sir. Javelin squad now at the back here is going to fire into that same Volkite team because I would like to finish them off. Again, this unit has prey sight, so Tony cannot evade. Hitting on 3 with the multi-melters, which are twin linked. That is only 1 hit. And then 4 las cannon shots hitting on 3s for 3 of those. And then wounding on 2s or killing on 2s because again, anti-grav cannot gain cover. That removes the squad and scores me my Dark Sacrifice point once again, which I will place for a second time onto the Gallivorbak. Hold the phone. I think after rereading the rules that I could have only selected another Dark Sacrifice unit at the end of the turn, not player turn. So I killed the Outriders over here in obviously Tony's turn, but that would have been player turn, not game turn. So I think I don't get an extra Dark Sacrifice, but I'm still happy with having killed that Volkite team. Conversion Beamer Dread is now going to take his shot. I positioned him so he was over 45 inches, and I'm aiming at this sort of shoulder guard epaulette of the Dreadnought, which would get me 1 Dreadnought hit and 1 jet bike as long as it lands nice and flush. 2 shots like this. First one is a direct hit, so that's 1 and 1. Second shot is a direct hit, and obviously I have prey sight, so there was no evading. 2 wounds on the Scimitar squad, 2s to kill. That is 2 dead jet bikes and 2s to wound the Dreadnought. That is 1 wound, however, you will get an invuln.
Purpose.
Fail. And then you need a blind check on both units, please, sir.
And the Dreadnought first. Yep. And the bikes. Oh, no.
The Javelin team is firing into this command squad here, hiding at the back.
I will turn fire ahead.
Excellent, excellent. So 2 multi-melter shots hitting on 3s because I have prey sight, and twin linked. That's 2 hits, and then the las cannons, which get 2 hits as well. 2s to wound, or 2s to kill, I should say, because no cover save. That would be 4 of your command squad deeded.
Start off with the Praetor hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. 3s, toughness 7, so 6 is the wound. 0. And
I'm only T6.
Sort of one wound.
oh, the rest of the command squad's heavy bolters hitting on 4s.
Good shooting, Tex.
And 5's the wound.
Yeah.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 in total with
5
the
in total. Yep.
3 up armor save. I take our wound. My word bearer tactical squad here is in range for a full-on furying of the Legion at these White Scar melter bikes. So here we go. These are affected by the night because obviously a prey sight hitting on 4s. I'm just removing all my misses, of which there are plenty. And then I will be wounding on 4s because they are now only T4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armor saves, sir.
1 takes a wound. I was in the sergeant's artificer armor, so the sergeant's down to 1 wound.
The last thing I'm doing in my shooting phase is summoning the demons. So within 12 of Happy Erebus, I will summon them, hopefully, in this spot here. I need to pass a leadership check, and he is corrupted, not fearless, so he is affected by the night. He passes his leadership check, which means my demons will come out of that portal. Yes. Thanks to High Chaplain Erebus, my demon brutes are out and on the board. However, after being summoned, you are allowed to intercept them.
And I will intercept with my Contemptor with the Gravis Melter Cannon. 2 shots, twin linked. Both missed.
Oh, thank God to the darkness of the
Gravis,
Night Lords.
The Plasma Blast in his fist. 1 hit. 1 wound.
There's a wound, but not a breaching. I have a 4-up armor, which I failed, so 1 guy is down to 2 wounds.
Woohoo. Morale checks. I'll start with the Outriders. I need a 6 or less. Fail.
Just to say, it's a 6 or less because night fighting is -1, and they are within 12 of the Gal Vorbak, who are fear causing, so it's -2.
The next one on the Sky Hunters is -2 as well for night fight and fear. 7, no, fail. And final one on the command squad, leadership 9. Don't need no -1, so I need 8 or less. Which are fine, pass. No Vaxilla, so I am using 3d6 to run away. Start with the Sky Hunters. So it is 10, 11 inches. Onto the Outriders. Same again, no Vaxilla. And that is 5 inches.
Night Lord Wordbearer charge phase, and the summoned demon brutes are declaring their charge against this lovely dreadnought on the ground here, and my Gal Vorbak are declaring their charge against this dreadnought here.
Which I will elect to overwatch.
Lovely. We'll do these, the demon brutes first. It's a 5 inches, becomes a 4 inches because I am movement 8, and they have encroaching ruin, which means I ignore the dangerous terrain. I just make it. And now on to the Gal Vorbak, who also need a 4. They get a healthy 11 with their +1, but before they get in...
2 last cannon shots. 2 hits. 2's the wound.
2 in, feel no pains. I take 2, which kills one of my men on the way in, and then...
Plasma Blast in his fist. 3's the hit. 2 hits. 2's the wound. 2 wounds.
Breaching, so again, feel no pains. I take another 2, so I lose 4 wounds in total, which is a man. Starting with the boring combat. The tactical squad at the back here into the Outriders. I'll go first as it's my turn. I have 7 attacks with the Sergeant's +1, hitting on 4s. Excellent. And winning on 3s because I still outnumber you because bulky isn't counting 4 bikes. Oh, that did not work. 2 wounds.
2 armor saves, 3+. 5. Right, turn and attacks. Got 2 guys with chain swords. 4's the hit. 2 wounds. 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 2 woun Sorry, 2 hits. Pause the wound. 2 armor saves.
2 armor saves. I'm also fine.
And the sergeant with a power fist. Pause the hit.
Oh, weirdly, I win because of a Vexilla. And it's dark. You are not within 12 inches of a fear-causing unit, so it's only -1.
6. 8 even, but still failed.
I'll try and catch you. Go on, go on, go on.
Oh.
Oh, I fail, so you get to run away. Thank you, sir.
3d6.
You go a long, long way away.
15 inches.
And I will consolidate. This man with the flayed corpse on his back is the guy acting as my Vexilla, so the White Scars are scared of the Night Lord tactics, and after running their massive 15 inches, this is where the biker mice from Mars have ended up, and I consolidated onto the objective. Into the Gal Vorback combat now, and as I lost a man on the way in, I only have 1 at initiative. He is going to go before the Dreadnought though. 5 attacks on the charge because of his happy rage, and I buff myself so I'm weapon skill 6, so hitting on 3s, that is 3 hits. And I am strength 6, but it still means I need 5s and 6s to do anything good. That 6 is an invuln save, sir.
5+. Oh, and the crit.
Which you fail. D3 wounds caused because it is a murderous strike for a happy 2 in total.
3 attacks back, hit on 5s. Or miss.
Lovely. So now my power fist guy will go. 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s. Ouch, that is not very good. And then wounding on 2s because he's strength 1,000,000. 1 more invuln save, sir.
5+.
Fail. Takes it out 2 wounds, but you're fearless. We lock up. Final assault is the Demon Brutes into this, what looks to be some sort of Ebon Keshig Dreadnought. It's very, very pretty. 2 of them made contact, so we get Hammer of Wrath. Wounding on 6s. It's absolutely nothing. That's the opposite of wounds. And then I'm initiative 5. I took Encroaching Ruin, which means I got the move through cover if I didn't make that clear. This gentleman at the back is not in range of combat, so this 5 will go first. 4 attacks each on the charge. Weapon skill 4, so I need 5s to hit. Then I need 6s to wound, but those 6s will be Rending and Murderous Strike. But 5s to hit first of all. Not the best, not the worst. And then I am strength 5, so I'm looking for those 6s. That would be 1 invuln or Murderous Strike, sir.
5+.
Fail, so it's D3 wounds. For the big 3, you take 3, but you do get to swing back.
3 attacks back, hit on 3s. 2 hits. 2's the wound. 2 wounds.
And they are brutal 3 each. So my first demon with his 5 up invuln, he fails. So first demon just dies, and then the second demon lives. He only takes 1 wound. So I took 4 wounds in total, which means I do lose. However, with Encroaching Ruin, I can only take 1 wound, so the guy takes another. End of Night Lord turn 1, and to say that was a success would be an understatement. I'm very happy with how that went, and I'm getting called the friend breaker list once again. Over here on the right flank, my Sabres did what I wanted, and they dragged the Outriders off. They're now running. Kazagans are a threat, but they don't score, so I'm happy to let them do what they wish. This Outrider squad is very rapidly retreating away from the Night Lord's objectives. In the centre, while I didn't kill the Dreadnoughts, they are now tied up, and they're going to take a long time to chew through these units. Wordbearer tactical squads are happily going to sell their lives to remove Wordbearer souls. I still have my command squad in its Spartan, and the Javelins have been doing what Javelins have been doing against anti-grav units, and just ripping them out of the skies left, right and centre. I did not score any points because I don't hold that centre, and it's going to take some actual work to get there and hold it. I'm hoping my command squad will be able to do it, because the only other 2 scoring units are my Night Lord tac squads.
White Scars turn 2. I've got 3 rally checks to take. I'll start with this Outrider squad chat. Need 6 or less. They won it. I'll start with the next one. This 6 less again. Fail. And the Sky Gunners. Pass.
Love it. It's a 6 because once again it's still night fighting and they are within range of the fear causing.
The first outliner squad, 3d6. And that is 12 inches. And the second one, 11. After failing 2 morale checks, this is where this unit's ended up. This squad has run off the board just. Luckily this one's rallied. Reserve rolls on a 3-up. Oh, and a treat account. And I arrive. White Scar's turn 2 movement complete. My 3 Kazagan have moved up the board. Fire some shots into the side of these sabres. The unit of Sky Hunters that have rallied just moved the 4 inches forward, try and get a few pot shots at the tactical squad at the rear there. The command squad has moved forward to support the Dreadnought and combat against the demons. And my assault ram, which came on the board, has flew forward and I take some shots at that Spartan at the back there, try and get the Terminator squad out of Spartan.
As the Cestus assault ram arrived, I'm going to use my intercept reaction with my javelins. Tony has been very canny and stayed out of armor bane range, so I won't get the melter armor bane. 2 melter shots hitting on 6s. Twin linked. 1 hit. 1 hit. Now it does have a flare shield, so the best I can do is glance it on a 6. That's nothing from them. And then the last cannons hitting on 6s. Absolutely nothing there.
First shooting, I'm going to fire the Cestus assault ram into the Spartan. It's melter rate, 3 shots, hitting on 4s because of knife fight. Twin link though, 2 hits, reroll that one. That's 4 hits, 3 hits, sorry. 3 hits, one was 2d6 for common armor being range. First one, penetrating. Second, penetrating. Third one, nope. So, what's what? First penetrating hit, nothing. Second one,
Yay!
yay, destroyed.
That's 1 exploded Spartan.
Roll for the size of this explosion. D6, 4 inches.
I'll get it measured up, see how many you hit. The explosion of the Spartan. He's managed to hit 4 of this tactical squad, this javelin, 7 of this tactical squad, and there are 7 Terminators inside. Rolling for the 7 Terminators first, if you'd like to wound them, sir.
Yep. And that is
6 wounded. Ouch. I have 2 Lightning Claw boys who are alive, 2 Lightning Claw boys who are alive, and 2 Lightning Claw boys who are alive. Would you like to do 1 on that javelin, sir?
1 on the javelin.
Wounds, 3 up armor save, passed. 4 on this tactical squad. 4 wounds, 3 up armors. I lose none of them, they're loving life, and then 7 on this tactical squad. All 7. 3 up armors. I lose 1 man. Bloody hell, that's pretty good. Pinning check for my Terminators as they came out of a penetrated vehicle. Leadership 10, they pass. Also a pinning check for the tactical squad that took a wound. They fail and are pinned.
Firing 2 shots from the Rhino in Erebus' squad. 4's the hit. Both miss. Twin link. Oh, treat account. Both miss again. My Sky Hunter squadron is going to fire 4 multi-melters into the tactical squad at the back.
Return fire!
Hitting on 6s though, as I just rallied. 1 hit. Rolling. 2 hits. 2's the kill. 2 dead.
Intervening cover of 6 up. 1 dead. And then I'll get some dice in return. Returning fire with the tactical squad, and reactions are always classed as if you're staying still, so it's a Fury. Hitting on 4s because they are affected by the dark. And then wounding on 4s because jet-like toughness. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was bloody good shooting, word bearer.
10 armor saves on them, 3 ups. Oh God, that's 1 dead, 2 dead. My 3 Kazagan speeders are going to fire into the sabers, side armor.
And I'm electing to evade, mainly because these are centre-mounted guns, so this guy wouldn't get to shoot anything at all, and this guy would only get to shoot into 1, so I'm going to evade instead.
Start off with the assault cannons, 18 shots, hitting on 4s.
Ooh, nice. Side armour is 11.
I need 5s and 6s. This one's 6. 1 glance, 1 penetrate.
Lovely, I'll try and save those quickly. The glance on a 5-up. Nope. The pen. The pen is saved, but you cause 1 hull point with the glance.
Next, the ore cannons, hitting on 4s, twin linked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice reroll.
I need 4s a glance, anything else is a pen. So we've got 1 glance.
Haven't I got Sunder?
2 glance. 2 penetrating. I am not sure.
That was a no on the Sunder. So the 2 glances, I take both. That kills the first one. And then 2 pens, which I fail both of as well. It can't blow me up, but what do you score? That is a stunned and shaken. So I am definitely not firing next turn. And he's down to 1 hull point.
Finally, the 300 killer missiles to try and take that last hull point. 2 hits. 1 penetrate and 1 glance.
Lovely. Against the penetrate, my evade fails, so it's dead. AP3, so you can't blow it out, but that does take out my last saber.
On the assault phase, on the command squad, into the demons, they're automatic in because they're working a winch.
Love it. There's nothing I can do about it. We're tied up, and these jet bikes have +4 on the charge because of the Cyber Eagle. They're getting in.
Let's combat, yeah. The command squad, Hammer Rafts, initiative 10, so they'll be going first. 5's the wound, 1 armor save.
Armor save a 5-up on the demons, and that's it. No, takes a wound. And that Hammer of Wrath kills the guy on 1 wound. Boom. At initiative 5, my demons are going next. I'm going to send 3 of them into the Dreadnought because I'd like to try and take it out. And then this demon is going to fight the command squad. Initiative 5, so they're going first. 3 attacks each, hitting on 5s against the Dreadnought because I am only weapon skill 4. That is a grand total of 3 hits. Fishing for those 6s because the 6s will be rending and murderous. That is 2. Excellent. So actually, no, I don't wound you because you're toughness 7. So 2 invulns or D3s. 1. So big 3 and I get to kill you. No, I only cause 1 wound. So I take the Dreadnought down to 2. And then the 3 attacks from this demon into the command squad. Still hitting on 5s because I am a worse weapon skill. That's 1 hit. And then I need 3s to wound, but 5s will be murder strike, 6 is a rend and murder strike, so that just kills one outright because you have no invuln.
Attacks from the Dreadnought, 3 attacks. 2 hits. 2's the wound. 2 wounds.
And they become brutal 3. So the first guy's invulns. First guy is down to 1 wound and takes another 3 from the second brutal. He dies.
Attacks from the Praetor and the demons. 3's the hit. 2's the wound with his Thunderhammer. 3 wounds.
So that's 6 wounds. The first guy takes 1 wound, takes 2 wounds, takes 3 wounds. It does kill him, but he removes the Thunderhammers from the pool.
Last attacks from a guy in the command squad with the Power Fist. 2 hits. 2's the wound. Oh, only 1.
Invuln save, which I fail, so I take another wound. So I am definitely losing combat. However, again, with my encroaching ruin, I only take 1. So this demon drops to 1 wound, and that's it.
Next combat, Contemptor against the Galvorbag.
Lovely. My Galvorbag with his tainted talons will go first, or claws, whichever way around it is. He's only got 3 attacks now. He's hitting on 3s, because I'm weapon skill 6 as I buffed. Then I need 6s to wound, but 6s are also good. Absolutely nothing from him. Now the Dreadnought can swing.
3 attacks back. 2 hits.
1 hit.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
I buffed
1
my weapon skill with the Dark Powers.
2's the wound. 1 wound.
His wound becomes brutal 3. The guy on 1 wound gets instantly mullered, so he is dead. Boop. However, I've got my Power Fist boy hitting on 3s. Oh, he only hits once. He wounds on a 2. He doesn't wound. Oh, which means I lose because he did more wounds with his brutal stuff.
-1 to your leadership.
-1 to my leadership because at night I am affected. I'm leadership 9, down to 8, and I pass. So we tie up.
End of my turn. Didn't do very well. Lost 2 guys in the Skyhunter squadron against the return fire. Managed to take out the 2 sabers over for the land speeders. Unfortunately, they didn't rally this turn, so they're still fleeing. This combat here, I won by 1, but he passed his leadership test, so didn't take any more further wounds. And this combat, I won this combat too. Because I only lost 1 guy, and that's caused 7 wounds, I think. And my assault, I managed to take out the Spartan, which was good. And these are pinned for the next turn.
Wordbearer and Night Lord turn 2 movement, and just to say, I have made this squad of Melter Scimitars my Dark Sacrifice. I don't know if we mentioned that at the beginning of turn 2, I should have said. My Javelins on the White Scar left flank have moved round to the back, and they have got eyes on the Rhino, which still has a tactical squad inside. Bit of a fluff in the middle from my combat, which means these entire units are safe from being shot at, and will probably mean they're free in their turn to cause me some dramas. Obviously the Cestus is now up in the air with its contents inside, all nice and safe. These boys have stood up from being pinned but don't get to act. My Conversion Beamer Dread still has his lovely bead up the entire side, and I'm going to try and kill this scoring unit in case they decide to try and rally and be heroes to the last man. Selfish bastards. Now, the Tartarus Terminator squad, which was in the bunker, in the crater, have ran, because I'm going for this centre objective. I need to start scoring points. My Warlord is now out on foot and very vulnerable to a certain melter flying around the place, so I need to get him up there. Erebus and his tactical squad are going to go and put some weight into the mosh pit. My second Javelin team have moved up into the middle. They're going to try and get that Dark Sacrifice points for me. The second Wordbearer tactical squad has broken left. We need to deal with these Kerzagans. My entire left flank has folded, and I cannot do much against these T7 Kerzagans. And that's my tactical squad that scores, and they're looking a bit weak. So I need to do something about it, and I'm hoping to throw some bodies at them. That's it. Let's see how my shooting goes. Starting up my shooting phase, my lovely, lovely pet Javelins are going to try and return the favour of exploding vehicles by popping this Rhino. I'm out of armour vane range, but I mean, come on, I'm las cannons and multi-melters. Multi-melters hitting on 3s for prey sight. They both hit, and then it is side armour 11, so I need 3s to glance, 4s to pen. That is 1 pen. He is getting a 6-up cover for this.
6-up cover.
And that pen with +2 makes you go bang. How far does this little Rhino pop? It pops 1 inch, so it's not going to hit anyone else. There are 10 men inside. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wounding on 2s. I wound all 10 of them. Oh.
10 armor saves, 3+. I lose 3 dark guys.
And a pinning check, please. At -2.
6. Heal.
Yay. Chlorada Nictu, my ever faithful, and for those following at home, the first ever Night Lord model I ever painted, is going to now fire his conversion beamers way over the other side of the board and keep hitting this Outrider squad. So he's going to be going there, hopefully for 2. First shot is a direct hit. God, he's good. And second shot is a direct hit. This guy is on fire. So that's 4 hits total. Again, you cannot evade. 1, he's running away. 2, I've got prey sight. So it'll just be 2s to remove them from the board. Bam, dead.
Yay.
Precision.
Over 4, I get 3 6+ cover saves. Oh.
Hey!
Hey!
1 lives.
1 lives. Blind check. Pass.
My second Javelin team now is going to open up onto my Dark Sacrificial target of the multi-melter jet bikes.
But I'm going to return fire.
Yes, you are, sir. Let me shoot you first. My multi-melters hit on 3s. We'll just see if this does the job. Kills on 2s. 1, okay. You're going to make me do the las cannons. Hitting on 3s, also killing on 2s. So they are dead, but they do get to fire back.
2 multi-melter shots. Twin linked, hit on 4s, both hits. 2s the woo. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, it is 2s to wound.
2s, yeah.
That's it, and I gain no cover, so you do 2 wounds to me. With the death of those Sky Hunters, I score my Dark Sacrifice. Now, a bit of a thinking, I would pilot straight onto the Gal Vorback and go for 2 buffages, but the buffages won't help him survive versus this Dreadnought anymore, and I think he's going to get pummeled into the ground. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put it on Erebus's tack squad to make the tack squad movement 8 and also weapon skill 5. So they're basically veterans now. The Wordbearer tactical squad that is breaking to my left to help support my flank now is going to fire into the Kirzagans. I get 12 shots, hitting on 4s because it's dark and spooky. And these guys are not okay with the dark and spookiness. And then needing 6s to wound because these are a massive toughness 7. That is 1 armor save, sir.
3+, not 2+.
Ah,
yes.
Makes it. And now, because the last thing in my army to shoot would be this tactical squad, however, Tony didn't return fire there. These are valuable to me, so I am not shooting them. Rapidly into the assault phase now. The Wordbearer squad with Erebus that just got Dark Sacrifice buffed is going to be charging into the command squad to help the demons. They are now movement 8, so +1 to this charge. I roll a very healthy 9. Let's see how many men I can actually get up there, because they're a bit conga-lined at the moment. After my lovely 9-inch charge, this is how my boys have ended up into the combat. However, just to tease you all, we're going to start with this combat, the Galvorback into the Dreadnought. Now, I am the Power Fist Galvorback, so the Dreadnought does get to go first.
3 attacks. 1 hit.
Ooh.
2's the wound.
Oh, I need to save at least one of these on a feel no pain, otherwise I'm dead. I do save one of them, so I am down to 1 wound, and I do get to swing back. I hit on 3s. Oh no! I wound on 2s. So I do wound you, invuln save.
5+, fail.
You fail, so you're down to 1, I'm down to 1. I lose that combat, which means I need to pass my leadership check of 9. I do pass, we tie up for a bit longer, but I'm on 1 wound. The absolute mosh pit in the middle. Erebus has issued a challenge.
I accept with my banner bearer, the Power Fist.
The banner bearer accepts. Erebus is unworldly though, so he'll be going last. The demons will be going first, initiative 5, and I'm going to put both of them into this Dreadnought. Now, I'm only weapon skill 4, so I'm hitting on 5s. Excellent, 3 hits. Now, I'd like those 6s to cause the rending and murderous strike. In the trade account add, nothing at all. Next up goes the Dreadnought, swinging into me.
3 attacks. 3 hits.
Ouch.
3 wounds.
3 brutals. So, first demon promptly dies. Second demon is alive on 1 wound, but another brutal 3 to take. He dies just. So that's the demons removed from play. And now we're on to tactical squads. With the banner bearer being in a challenge, they will all have to go into the Praetor, and it will be weapon skill 6 they're fighting against. So my Dark Gods making my weapon skill 5 does not help. However, Chaplain Erebus means I will re-roll my misses. So I'll just get all my hits out. Lovely, and then I'll re-roll these for hating you because you're a loyalist dog. Nets me another 1, 2, 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s because I am strength 5 thanks to the true Pantheon's powers. That would please be 2, 4, 6, 7. 2 up armor saves.
5, 6, 7. 2+.
He cares once.
1 loses a wound.
High Chaplain Erebus now in his challenge. He is now weapon skill 6 because of my ruinous powers. He will be hitting on 3s in the challenge. And he has hatred because he does. 4 wounds. He is now effective strength 8 with this weapon because of, again, the buffs. So 2s to kill you. You are dead 4 times over, but you do get to swing back.
2 attacks.
You missed both times.
Last person attacking this combat is me Praetor with Thunderhammer. 4 hits. 2's the wound. 4 wounds.
4 dead.
Oh yeah, 4 dead, yes.
So at the end of that combat, Erebus and his pals. Erebus is fearless, so we did lose, but with fearless Erebus, we still stay in the fight. I'm assuming, by the way, Wordbearer players, that as he's fearless, it overrules the corrupted rules. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to go for that.
At the end of that combat, my Praetor is going to like a hit and run. Take an initiative test. Passed. So it's 2d6 plus his movement. That's 6 plus 17.
We'll find out where he jets off to.
I moved 23 inches from my hit and run, so I flew over the top of my assault ram and landed here to try and take out this tactical squad on my turn.
At the end of that combat, the Dreadnought just consolidated towards my Command Squad and Warlord, and Erebus and friends have just shifted across to this tactical squad in the ruins of the old Rhino. End of my turn 2, and ooh, I don't know, it's all a bit prickly, just mainly because my entire flank has collapsed on this side, and I am presenting my 2 tactical squads, one of which doesn't score. I don't know, the middle's all gone a bit haywire. I need to get my flag on it to actually start scoring some points. The free Dreadnought sucks a little bit. On this flank, with the Warlord coming bursting over, I'm just going to really pray that my furying tactical squads can cause a couple of failed armour saves and plank down, because that hit and run was a nice little tricksy move. Let's see what the White Scars bring out. Beginning of turn 3, I am quickly jumping in ahead of Tony to say that my Dark Sacrifice will be that Dreadnought there. And does night fighting continue on the roll of a 4-up? It's not dark and spooky. The lights, they come on.
See. Beginning of my 3rd turn, see if this lonely outrider I'll pass his morale check. And he passes. End of my moving phase, Praetor, 2 over the top of this tactical squad. Get ready to charge. The assault ram went to hover mode, and the Ebon Keshig have dismounted. Dreadnoughts just followed with them. And then the Kizigan has just dived over the top, ready to fire into this last remaining line unit.
With not much else use, I just used my move reaction to get this tactical Wordbearer tactical squad up towards the Kizigans.
So to start off my shooting, the Kizigan are going to fire into the Night Lord's attack squad, starting off with assault cannons, hitting on 3s now because it's no longer night fight. That was very good. Choose the wounds, hoping for them 6s. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds.
9 3-up armor saves, because I'm not going to tank. I did it once and it felt horrible. Followed by feel no pains, because I'm Heart of the Legion on an objective. 6-ups. I lose 3 men to the assault cannons.
The reload auto cannons. 3's the hit, twin linked. Oh, that's them all hit.
Uh-oh.
2's the wounds. Hopefully that gets some 6s around them. So there's 3 6s and 6 armor saves, please, Ed.
Lovely. I've got 2 normal guys left who will take the feel no pains on the rending. They're both dead, so the sergeant needs a feel no pain or dead. He dies because it's a +1 feel no pain. They don't have a apothecary, so squad wipe.
Next unit of fire is a Castius assault ram into the Terminators.
And I'm going to return fire with my combi melters.
3 shots from the Magna Melter array. Twin linked. 1 miss. 3 hits. 2's the wound. 3 wounds, please, Ed.
3 5-up invulns. That is 3 dead Terminators.
That worked out nice. Next there's 2 Havoc launchers. First one, I'm going to stick on his head there at the front. Ooh. Oh. Second Havoc launcher, I'm going to place on his head. The both Havoc launchers, 1 missed and 1's bounced back and hit one of my Ebon Keshig. Do you want to roll to wound him, Ed?
Go on then. Strength 6.
Strength 5.
Strength 5. Wounds.
What am I save on the Ebon Keshig? Fine.
The return fire from my command squad that have combi melters. They will all be hitting on 3s. That's all of them. Now, I do outnumber the vehicle because it counts as 10 and I count as 14. So I have strength 9 against his armor. 13 becomes flare shield. First one is nothing. Sorry, maths is hard. First one was a glance. Second is a glance. And third and final is nothing. So 2 glancing hit. A pathetic return fusillade.
Next to shoot is a Contemptor. It's a melter gun. 2 hits, 2's the wound, 2's the kill.
Oh, 2 invulns.
If he fails, he's invuln.
I pass 1, so 1 more man dead.
Plasma blast gun in his fist. 2's a hit. Two's the wound.
That's 2 breaches, 2 invulns again. Failed both. That is my banner bearer down, so I'm left with my chaplain and my praetor.
Finally wrapping up my shooting. I've got 11 shots on this tactical squad. Hitting on 6s because they're pinned into the Terminators. Ooh, 1. 4's the wound. No wounds.
My praetor squad has taken an absolute pounding, so he needs a leadership at the end of that firing shot. He does pass, just.
Onto assault phase. Ebon Keshig and a Contemptor both going to charge into those.
And I am not doing anything with my Terminator squad because I'm saving my reaction.
For my Praetor going into this tactical squad.
Overwatch.
Ebon Keshig, they're in. And the Dread, yeah, he's in.
Lovely, I'll get my dice ready for overwatching. Overwatch, and all reactions count as sticking still, so I get to Fury.
Not even scared.
Hitting on 3s. That was not my best work. And then I do outnumber you, so I will be wounding on 3s as well. For a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 armor saves. You've got 2 wounds. Statistically, you should survive. Will statistics help your warlord? Let's find out.
Fine. 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 Oh.
1 wound. He's dead! Oh! Warlord kill! Burp.
Assault phase off with this combat with a competent with a Dreadnought. 5's the hit. Nothing.
So my Gal Vorbak has a chance. He's hitting on 3s. He hits twice. He's wounding on 2s. He does 2 wounds. 2 invulns or death. That's 1. He's dead. He does explode. It's not going to matter how far. You are going to hit me, whatever. So do you wound me in return? You do. Does my armor hold? It holds, which means I also get my Dark Sacrifice. Boop. So I've spent my Dark Sacrifice points, and I have spread the love and given the point to my other and final Wordbearer squad. And now I will consolidate my Fugal Vorbak.
Next combat, the Ebon Keshig are going to attack the Terminators. I have 4 attacks each on the charge, hitting on 5s. That was terrible. Really terrible. I had 4 times, strand 5 with a power glaive, so I'm wounding on 3s. One of them 5s are breaching. 1 armor save.
1 armor save, I'll take it on my chaplain, who's absolutely fine. But then your Dreadnought swings in before me because I am thunder hammered up.
4 attacks.
5s to hit me.
Oh, nothing.
No hit, excellent, this is good. I am going to put my chaplain into the Ebon Keshig and my praetor into the Dreadnought. So the chaplain, with his 3 attacks, he'll be hitting on 3s and with hatred. With hatred. So he hits all the times. He's got a thunder hammer for those keeping along at home. So he causes 6 wounds but 3 brutal.
This is Ebon Keshig.
Yep. So you have to do 2 at a time.
5.
First man dead.
Dead. Second one.
Dead. Third one. Dead. And then my praetor with 4 attacks into the Dreadnought, hitting on 3s because he's weapon skill 6. And hatred, practice your golf swing, says the chaplain. Excellent. Wounding on 3s because it's a strength 8 thunder hammer. That becomes 6 invulns on the Dreadnought.
5 up.
I mean, it was pretty good, but he goes down.
2 wounds left, so he's dead.
So he explodes. How far does he explode? I swear, if I lose my praetor to the explosion, he explodes 6 inches. Oh, shit. Right, hang on. So we've got... So there's 3 dead Ebon Keshig. There's no sergeant, that's why I'm not worrying too much about him. So all people in that combat, it's going to hit the cestus, and it's going to hit 2 of my javelins. Right, let's do that. 2 javelins. Wounding on 2, sir.
2 wounds.
Both wounded. 3 up armor saves. Takes 1 wound on one of the javelins. It's not instant death because they're T6. 2 wounds on my 2 characters.
1 armor.
1 armor, which I will make on my chaplain. He lives. 2 on your Ebon Keshig. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. Armors.
Oh, in the trade account. Oh,
One goes down. And then a strength 8 hit onto the Cestus Assault Ram. So needing a 5 to glance. I do nothing.
Leadership check for the Ebon Keshig. Fine.
Because they're stubborn 10.
So White Scars in a turn wrap up. Happy with the results here. Kill that tactical squad, so that scoring unit's gone. Move on to this assault phase. 4 Ebon Keshig died. Dreadnought died. Both failed to hit anything. Move on to this unit. The Praetor charged the tactical squad and got shot to bits by 30 bolt rounds, I think, wasn't it? 30? Far from that. Yay.
Night Lords, turn 3 movement, and we're getting down to the brass knuckles of things. The Javelins in the back have moved and positioned themselves to be within armor-bane range of the Cestus. Erebus and his tac squad have encircled the White Scar tactical squad in what will become their tomb. My tactical squad that was holding the objective and so bravely murdered the White Scar Praetor are now useless because I haven't got anything to hold the centre. It means I can't hold these back objectives, so I've started the long walk towards actually getting towards somewhere to do something. My Conversion Beamer Dreadnought has shuffled around because he is going to punt fire up the table and hit those Kizigans. Second set of Javelins have moved in as well to armor bane range of the Cestus because that thing has Melter, which can instant kill my Praetor should he walk out of this combat with 1 Ebon Keshig, which on leadership 10 stubborn held. What a bastard. Over here, my buffed up Wordbearer tactical squad has moved, and again, we're just getting up to these Kizigans trying to pin them back, but the real interesting beat is my Gal Vorback that was fighting the Dreadnought moved over here to take on the Outrider who popped the White Scar advanced reaction and decidedly effed off to the other flank over here, which means I'm not going to be able to kill him. Let's get some shooting. Starting my turn 3 shooting phase, the Javelins are going to open up onto the front of the Cestus Assault Ram and hopefully do some damage. It's in hover mode, so I'm hitting it on 3s with my las cannons, which then need a... Maths is hard. It's effective armor 14, so I need 5s to glance, 6s to pen with Sunder. I get 1 glance on it, so it's down to 1 hull point. Then I have 2 multi-melters, which are in armor bane range, 3s to hit, and then the first one gets a pen. The second one gets a nothing. It's definitely a pen, isn't it? Yes. Maths again is hard. Again, maths is hard. That was a 6. It's because of flare shield weirdness. So I glanced it, so it does go down, but it is just wrecked. Second Javelin team are going to open up now into the remaining tactical squad of the White Scars. They will get a 5-up cover save for being in the ruins. Multi-Melders hitting on 3s, twin-linked. That's 2 hits, 2s to wound. I'll just keep all these together because it'll be the same with the las cannons. That is 2 wounds. Then 4 las cannon shots, hitting on 3s, not twin-linked. 2s to wound. That will be 4 5-up cover saves. Oh, 1 man goes down.
Yes.
Nice work. Continuing shooting into this tactical squad goes the Wordbearers and Erebus. Wordbearers firing their bolt pistols first, hitting on 3s. And then, that was pretty good. And then wounding on 4s for a very healthy 4 armor saves.
3 plus.
Oh, 2. And then Erebus has a plasma pistol. He hits. And he breaches. 5-up cover. Oh, another one dead. The Gal Vorback, who was denied his target of the Outrider, is going to fire his bone spitter, or bolt spitter, whatever they call it. It's a bolt gun. He misses, so don't worry about it. Chlorada Nick 2, my ever-faithful C-Beam Dreadnought, who has only rolled hits so far, is going to open up into the Kizigans. Because of canny play, I can't position it to hit 2, so I'm just going to go centre mass of the centre model. First shot, direct hit, Chlorada Nick 2, yes! 5 for 5. And, oh, you let me down, Chlorada. So it's going to go 2 inches off that direction, 2 inches, but bang, hits you, and I think it hits one of me. Nope.
Safe.
Safe. Strength 12 at this range for C-Beamer, so just 2s to wound. That's 1 wound in the box to count. It's 2 wounds. We'll kill the Kyrgyzstan that has 2 wounds.
Blind check on the Kazakh. Fine.
Ooh. End of the traitor shooting phase, and there's a couple of morale checks to be made. The Kyrgyzstan's first up.
And the final double one.
Oh, insane heroism. And then this tactical squad also needs a leadership. And I do cause fear.
5, 6, 7, 8. It's fine.
Because of cause of fear?
Oh, yes.
Fail because of fear. Actually, yes, because I'm corrupted. Yeah, I do. How far do you run?
What? In the box count, 6 inches.
Lovely. After moving from the fallback movement, the Scars have to take the route to avoid my tactical squad, so they went up and over the Lehman Russ, and that's where they finished. Assault phase. Starting it up, Erebus and friends are charging this fleeing tactical squad who need a leadership check at -1, or they just die. They just die. So Erebus and friends kill them. With the White Scars having failed their test, I charge in, remove those models, having failed the test, and then I consolidate, and Erebus has bounced me back. We're coming back, boys. Wordbearer tactical squad charging into the Kyrgyzstan.
I would like the Overwatch.
Go for it, sir.
Assault cannons first, hitting on 3s. Ooh. 2's the wound, not with them 6s.
Ouch.
3. 3 6s, and that's 5, 6 armor saves.
So 3 just drop down dead, and then 6 armor saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I take another 2 from that, so 5 drop down dead just from the assault cannons. Ouch.
Moving on to auto cannons. 3 is the hit, twin linked. 2 miss overall. 2's the wound, 6 is the breach.
Oh!
3, and that's 6 armor saves again.
So another 3 drop down dead. So that's 8 dead so far. And I've got 3, 6, 9 men left, which means I'm down to just the sergeant who needs to die. Oh my god! Oh!
I've actually done something good now.
An actual combat time in is between my warlord and chaplain against this brave but foolish Eben Keshig, who does get to fight before me though, because I've got thunderhammers.
3 attacks, hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Tough as 4, aren't you?
Yep.
3's the wound.
That's a breach.
Oh, it's a breach.
Well, my chaplain will take it, and my chaplain takes a wound, and then I will swing back. We'll do them all the same, because it doesn't matter. 4 from my Praetor, 3 from the chaplain, hitting on 3s. I don't hate you, because it is still the same combat. And 2's to wound you from all of them is 8 armor save, well, invulns, or death.
5's up.
I mean, it's a bloody good try.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
It was a bloody good try, but down he goes. End of turn 3 for the Night Lords, and ooh, it's a bit nitty gritty. I have completely cleared the backfield of White Scars, and in fact, all they have left is 1 Outrider and 2 Kyrgyzstans. However, and what is very dodgy, those 2 Kyrgyzstans do have a chance to come and hose down my Praetor. And if he gets as many rending shots as he just got on the tactical squad, that could cause trouble for me. There's no way I can score any objectives anymore. I do not have the scoring units to do it. So this is all down to Warlord kills. Trixie.
And the White Scars moving phase. Outriders move around here to hide in here to fire his melter gun at this last remaining Galvoback.
And I used my movement reaction to just move up to him because there's nothing else to do.
2 Kyrgyzstans just flew across the back edge of the board to try and get some pot shots off with his warlord. That's the only chance I've got to make this a draw. Fingers crossed. Start my shooting phase. Outrider, 1 melter gun shot into the Galvoback.
Return fire.
3's the hits. Hits. 2's the wound. Wounds.
Wounds, I have a 5 up, feel no pain. He is dead, because he only has 1 wound left. However, he will return fire with his rapid fire bolt gun. He hits once, and he wounds once.
3 up save.
Oh, yay! He died. Mutually assured destruction.
The final shooting. 2 Kyrgyzstans into the warlord and his retinue.
Evade!
Start with assault cannons, hitting on 3s.
Oh, bugger.
Yes, that's what I want.
Oh, no.
2's the wound, but I want them 6s.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 1 rend and 6 armor saves, please.
Right. My ablative chaplain, invuln from the rend, passes, and then 6 armor saves. He takes 1 wound from that, so he is down to 1 wound.
Autocannons, 3's a hit, one. Oh god. Good
English is hard, Tony.
Rerolling, 3's hit. Oh, thank god for that. 2's the wound, want them 6s. Whoa. So that's 5 armor saves and 1 invulnerable save, please.
Right, so the invulnerable save on the chaplain, or dead. Chaplain is dead, so these are all down to my praetor. And I'm so nervous, I'm throwing dice everywhere. 5 armor saves. My praetor is absolutely fine. Need a morale check for my praetor now, who is left alone. Leadership 10, he passes.
White Scar's turn 4 wrap up. I'm happy I've managed to kill the remaining Galvorba because they're a nuisance, even though his return fire killed me. I'm happy I killed the chaplain with the 2 Kezagan, but I'm not very happy that he passed the 5 armor saves with the last remaining wounds from the autocannons. Overall, I'm a bit upset, but I'm having loads of fun.
End of Night Lord's turn 4, and it's a game of kill the Kirzagans. So, my Contemptor Dreadnought stayed where he is. The tactical squad has moved up, but stayed out of 12 inches so that the Kirzagan cannot react and move away from them. These Javelins just turned around again. Doesn't count as movement, so the Kirzagan can't react. My Praetor does have a Disintegrator Combi Melter, so he's moved up in a very brave but possibly foolhardy move to get in range of them as well. Erebus and friends ran back to try and at least get into the game. These 2 Javelins jumped up onto the top, and I will do dangerous terrain checks for each of them. So the first model is absolutely fine, and the second model is also absolutely fine. It's always good to see them on camera, because I'm famous for failing them. And that is it. So let's load up and do some shooting and see if I can take out these awful Kirzagans. Starting my shooting phase, the Javelins at the back of the board, out of multi-melter range but in las cannon, will open up onto these Kirzagans. Hitting on 3s, that is only 1 hit, and 2 to cause a wound. You can gain no save of all, any, so that is a wound. The beginnings of the end. Second Javelin team doing the same thing, but these are within melter range. Would you like to do anything back to them?
No.
No, okay. Multi-melter shots. 2 hits. I'm just going to do them all together because it makes no difference. Oh, actually, it does make a difference because you're T7. So, wounding on 3s rather than 2s. That is 1 more wound caused. And then las cannons, which hit on 3s and cause wounds on 2s. For another 3 wounds caused, 4 in total. The tactical squad is now going to take over and hit into the Kirzagan. There's only 1 remaining after the fusillade of las cannon shots. They're all out of rapid fire range because I kept them away to stop him from movement reacting. Hitting on 3s. Then he is toughness 7, however I outnumber him, so I do wound on 5s. That would be 1 armor save, sir.
3+.
That's fine. Chlorada Nictu now looking to continue his fantastic form in this game. He's firing his conversion beamer. First shot, excellent, Chlorada Nictu. And second shot, that still hits because he can see, so ballistic skill, no scatter. This is in middle range, so it's strength 9, so it's 2s to wound, so it does do 2. However, it's only AP 4, and as the Kirzagan is heavy, it gets to re-roll its armor save.
3 ups.
Doesn't even need to. Blind check, however, sir. You're
Fine.
not blind. Aztoth Nile, my Night Lord's Praetor. Some would say the greatest Night Lord under Sevatar, and the Lord Kurz himself is now going to take the honour of the kill on this Kirzagan speeder. He has a combi disintegrator. I am not in rapid fire, so I have 1 shot. However, thanks to the Games Workshop rules writers, and me being bulky too, and the Kirzagan being cavalry, I outnumber it. So, Tony has elected to return fire. I hit on 2s with my disintegrator. It does hit. It's strength 5, which would normally be a 6 to wound, but because I outnumber, it's a 5 to wound. Instant death. AP 2. Oh, baby! He's only gone and killed it. And that is the White Scars tabled. However, they are returning fire.
With shots back. This could change the whole tune of the game. Start off with assault cannons. 3's the hit. 2 miss. 2's the wound, but I'm looking for them 6s. 3 armor saves and 1 rending.
We're going to hold it all for dramatic ending.
Yep. Auto cannons. 3's the hit. Rerolling misses. 2's the wound, but I'm looking for them 6s. 3 armor saves. So 6 armor saves and 1 invulnerable save, please, Ed.
The invulnerable save of Aztoth Nile fails, so he's down to 3 wounds. Then we're going to go one at a time for dramatic effect. Fail, he's down to 2 wounds with 5 armor saves to take. Fail! Oh my god, he's down to 1 wound with 4 to take.
Come on.
Okay, I'm starting to poo myself. He lives! Oh my god, Aztoth Nile, you damned good man. Oh. End of turn 4 for the traitors and end of the game because there are no more loyalists left for me to kill. And that is no victory points scored. I'm actually really happy that Aztoth took off the last White Scar. I was absolutely crapping myself when he was rolling those ones, but he was just doing it to look cool and walk away from the flames. The only VP scored in this entire game by either side was for myself for killing the Warlord, which is worth D3, and I get, let me just get an appropriate dice, I score 3 VP, and that's it. And that's it, that's the game. Thank you very much, Tony.
Thanks for having us.
It's been an absolute pleasure. As you saw at the end there, you did a really good job of stopping my anyone getting and scoring any points. Yep. I was doing the same back to you. So I just ground out a win by a Warlord kill. Bugger me.
1 wound away from...
1 wound from Aztoth. What was
end?
that ending? That was the weirdest bloody ending in the world. Gunning down your Praetor with a tactical squad is not what I thought was going to happen. But I'm very glad it bloody did. It was really fun to fight the White Scars, but God, they're such a glass hammer. Like, they just...
Yeah.
When they get las cannoned and melted back because they're getting no cover, and obviously with prey sight being as what prey sight and there's no evade, it's just like, they just get taken off the board.
Pesky las cannons. I need to get some, I think I need to invest in some javelins.
I'm a javelin addict. Those kids again were doing really cool though.
Yeah.
They were doing really well.
I think I'm never ever going to take Airborne Keshig again.
They're so cool, but yeah, they're just a stubborn 10, but they're only weapon skill 4, their weapon's not great. It's that, yeah, they're just in a weird place. Are they elite as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just like,
They're quite cheap, I suppose, only 200 points for 5, but...
for anything, they're just weird. The Cestus is so cool, but it suffers from what flyers suffer from.
Suffers from everything, I think.
Yeah, like, one, you've got to roll to get it to show up. It's not cheap, like 350 points?
350, yeah.
350. It's rocking the melter, yeah, but then so's a Predator.
Done well against the Terminators.
It did great against the Terminators. It blew up the Spartan when it arrived, with, like, I was kind of pooping myself that my Warlock was going to.
I think I would have cried back all the way home if I didn't kill that Spartan.
And it just, I don't know, flyers...
Rule of cool, that's why I took it.
And God bless you for bringing it. My list is not geared for intercepting, but if you go up at anyone with a, I don't know, something that just goes out the sky, clang, dead, they're just, I don't know, flyers are in a weird place, but really cool, and so cool, and I am painting one for myself, really cool. But mine, in the test game, showed up and got hit out the sky with a defensive pintle-mounted multi-melter that just blew it out the sky. I was like, didn't show up till turn 4, and then someone just went, pank, hit, dead. I was like, oh, come on! Be honest, is my list the friend breaker list?
I'm still your friend, Ed.
Oh, big love. Ah. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bit short. We smashed each other's tits in. You came at me, I came at you.
I hope you don't think I was not having a good time, because I really was, even though I sound like a robot the whole game.
Like, Tony, a bit of emotion, mate. Are you having fun? He's like, yeah, it's great. Like,
Too busy concentrating on doing the right thing for the camera.
It's really tricky filming, isn't it? It's very different filming a game than it is just playing a game. Because we played a couple of times at the club.
Yeah.
But playing a game where when you're filming and having to say what you're saying rather than just quick rolling is very different. Again, thank you all very much for watching. I think that's all I've got to say.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.
Oh no! No, you're terrible, I promise. Didn't say that. Nick is very happy at Tony at the moment. Yeah. If you would like to comment as well, send me a message on the Instagrams, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. We love to have guests on, and again, thank you very much for a great game.
Thank you very much, Ed.
Nice one. Bye now. 3,000 points of Night Lords with an allied detachment of Word Bearers running the Night. Oh, fuck's sake.
So I used 2 dice. The White Scars special route to take first turn. I've got 1 troop choice here to try and grab round here, followed by another troop choice. So White Scars first turn. I used my 2. Oh. So White Scars deployment for. Got two units of outriders here, which are line.
I elected to use.
Content number 1 with the last cannon's going to fire into the unit of.
The second Javelin team is going to fire into the command squad at the back here. And Tony has elected to.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Start last cannons.
Hang on, because I didn't say this. Fucking train.
I fire my 3, because again, speeders into the side armour of the.
Stop with the fucking dice!
I forgot the name of them. On this assault phase. Contest Contempt my Dreadnought against these. Galvorbag.
Fuck!
What am I doing here?